That's that bolted down. And it's all sealed up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the cylinder on. What I've done, you can see that, let me just try and adjust that. What I've done is instead of taking the piston out, actually, before I do that, I'm going to just lift this gasket slightly, this base gasket, on 2 strokes. What I found over the years, when I was doing them years ago, because you take them apart now and again, you know, the base gasket, the best stuff to use to seal that is your common and Gardle grease. Because you lift it, you use grease, he says, as you can't find it. It just comes, the cylinder comes straight off and doesn't rip the gasket doesn't stick. You apply a fresh bit of grease, whack it back together, he says. Oh, there it is. Bit of grease. Doesn't hurt if it goes in the cylinder. It's just warm up. If it gets hot enough, it'll just turn. Turn to a liquid. And it'll just be burnt and blown away by the burnt in the cylinder combustion and gone. So, little tip for you there. Right. So, I've got the piston in there already, and I'm just going to get some 2T oil, smother the bearing, literally. Line it up. I mean, this is how I've done the there again. Oh yeah. Okay. This is how I've done the H1. Gouging pin, he says. Pistons move back in a bit. Push that in. Make sure it's home. So clip pliers, well, I've explained before, so the clip's only going one way, but I put it down the way I took it out. So no, that hasn't gone home very well. reassuring click. A bit of a tap. So, and then you just push the cylinder home. It's done. Your gasket on, he says. No wonder it was a bit of a sod. And it ran the wrong way. What did I? Well, it seems to be going on easier that way, so we'll see once we get it. So, drop the head back on. Head nuts. Just have a look. This one. Right, torque figure is 18 Newton meters, so I'll start off at 14. Take it out to 18. wind your torque wrench off. Always wind your torque wrenches off. Saves them. It's all basically they are as a spring, and you have to put more force on to allow it to compress the spring to let it click over. And obviously if you leave it wound up, the spring is on under compression, so eventually when you do let it go, it cannot always go back. And when they calibrate them, what they do is they've got shims at the end, and they can they put in smaller or larger shims to allow for the compression or otherwise there's normally compression of the spring. So always wind your torque wrenches off. It'll make your torque wrench last longer. And so let's